Very good morning, all of you. Please sit down.
Good afternoon, everyone. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all to this prestigious event. We are
Very good morning, all of you. Please sit down.
for a remarkable occasion that celebrates excellence, innovation, and scholarly contribution. Let us invoke the blessings of God. Let us all raise for Tamil Walter. Good afternoon, everyone. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all to this prestigious event. We are
Very good morning, all of you. Please sit down.
for a remarkable occasion that celebrates excellence, innovation, and scholarly contribution. Let us invoke the blessings of God. Let us all raise for Tamil Walter. Good afternoon, everyone. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all to this prestigious event. We are
Very good morning, all of you. Please sit down.
for a remarkable occasion that celebrates excellence, innovation, and scholarly contribution. Let us invoke the blessings of God. Let us all raise for Tamil Walter. Good afternoon, everyone. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all to this prestigious event. We are
Very good morning, all of you. Please sit down.
for a remarkable occasion that celebrates excellence, innovation, and scholarly contribution. Let us invoke the blessings of God. Let us all raise for Tamil Walter. Good afternoon, everyone. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all to this prestigious event. We are
Very good morning, all of you. Please sit down.
for a remarkable occasion that celebrates excellence, innovation, and scholarly contribution. Let us invoke the blessings of God. Let us all raise for Tamil Walter. Good afternoon, everyone. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all to this prestigious event. We are
Very good morning, all of you. Please sit down.
for a remarkable occasion that celebrates excellence, innovation, and scholarly contribution. Let us invoke the blessings of God. Let us all raise for Tamil Walter. Good afternoon.
शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शत्रुबुद्धिविनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तु ते दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तु ते शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यम् शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शत्रुबुद्धिविनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तु ते दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तु ते शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः
We now move on to the felicitation of our distinguished guests. I now request our Honorable President, Engineer ACS Arun Kumar Sir, to felicitate Professor Architect Abhay Vinayak Prohit. He is the President of the Council of Architecture, New Delhi, India. I now request our respected Secretary, Thiru A. Ravi Kumar Sir, to felicitate Dr. Ken Young. He is known as the father of bioclimatic skyscrapers, the Executive Director of TR Hamza and Young, Malaysia. I now request our Honorable President, Engineer ACS Arun Kumar Sir, to felicitate Architect Jita Wan Hashim, Landscape Architect, Founding Director of Verona Designs, Malaysia. I now request our Dean, Professor Dr. Shweta Madhusudanan Ma'am, to felicitate our Honorable Founder Chancellor, Dr. A.C. Shanmugam Sir. I now request our Director Ma'am to felicitate our Honorable President, Engineer ACS Arun Kumar Sir. Request our HOD Ma'am to felicitate our respected Secretary Thiru A. Ravi Kumar Sir. I now request our Dean Ma'am to felicitate our Rector Dr. Vishwanathan Sir. I now request our Director Ma'am to felicitate our Special Officer of ACS Medical College, Dr. K. Danavel Sir. Thank you, dignitaries. It is now my pleasure to invite our respected Dean, Professor Dr. Shweta Madhusudanan Ma'am, to deliver the welcome address and set the tone for the day.
Thanks, Saranya. Members of the academic and the professional community. It's with great honor and heartfelt warmth that I welcome you all for the International Conference on Material Optimization and Design Innovation for Sustainable Future 2025. As the Dean of the Faculty of Architecture, it gives me immense pleasure to host this landmark event that brings together brilliant minds from across the globe in pursuit of sustainable innovation. We are deeply privileged to have among us today our Honorable Founder Chancellor Sir, Dynamic President, Secretary of our esteemed institution. Your presence here is not only a source of inspiration, but also a testament to the significance of this initiative. I also extend a special welcome to our distinguished chief guests, whose visionary leadership and lifelong commitment to sustainability and innovation continue to light the path forward for many. To our delegates, researchers, industry leaders, and academicians, thank you for joining us. Your insights, research, and collaborative spirit are what make this platform dynamic and impactful. We are happy today not just to share knowledge, but to shape the future, a future where thoughtful material choices and innovative design are at the heart of sustainable development. This year's theme, Material Optimization and Design Innovation for a Sustainable Future, reflects the urgent need for responsible design thinking where performance, economy, ecology, and aesthetics converge. So let's use this platform to spark meaningful dialogue, foster collaborations, and ignite new ideas that can transform our built environments for the better. So once again, I welcome you all and look forward to a successful and exciting conference. Thank you all.
Thank you, ma'am. Next, We move on to our proud moment. The Faculty of Architecture is very proud to have set the world record for the maximum number of articles submitted in 24 hours on sustainable development goals. I request our Honorable Founder Chancellor Sir, our President Sir, and other dignitaries on the dais to receive the World Record Achievement Certificate in the presence of Professor Architect Abhay Vinayak Prohit, Dr. Kenyang, and Architect Juita Wan Hashim. And the other dignitaries, please join. We have Ms. Alice Reynard from the World Records Union to confer the World Record Certificate. We have set the record of 776 articles submitted in 24 hours. This remarkable achievement reflects our strong commitment to sustainability and youth-driven social responsibility.
இந்த சாதனையின் மூலம் சுற்றுச்சூழல் பாதுகாப்பு, சமூக நலன் மற்றும் பொருளாதார சமத்துவம் ஆகிய மூன்றையும் முன்னேற்றும் நோக்குடன் SDG குறிக்கோள்களை அடைய முயற்சி செய்யப்பட்டுள்ளது. இந்த உலக சாதனையை எங்கள் மாணவர்கள் மற்றும் ஆசிரியர்கள் சேர்ந்து உருவாக்கியுள்ளார்கள்.
Okay, thank you. So it is my honor and privilege to be here today on behalf of the World Record Union for this remarkable occasion. We are gathered here to celebrate an extraordinary achievement and will proceed with the official record officiation. Today, this record for the most articles submitted online on sustainable development goals in 24 hours is 776 and was set by the Faculty of Architecture, Dr. MGR Educational and Research Institute, Chennai, Tamil Nadu, India, between 25 and 26 June 2025. This remarkable achievement reflects a strong commitment to sustainability and youth-driven social responsibility. The MGR University already set a lot of achievement and records precedently, and we hope that we will continue to build the future together. Congratulations again.
We will now felicitate the records manager from World Records Union. I request our Honorable President, Engineer ACS Arun Kumar Sir, to felicitate Ms. Alice Reynard. I now request Ms. Sharifa Hanif to join us on stage. I request Mr. Vivek to join us on stage. I now request our Honorable President, Engineer ACS Arun Kumar Sir, to felicitate Mr. Vivek. Thank you, sir. I now request the dignitaries to release the conference compendium followed by the Book of Abstracts. The article submitted for the world record has been compiled as a conference compendium into 5 volumes. And also we have certain research articles which will be published in Scopus, which are compiled as a book of abstracts. I now request the dignitaries to release the compendium and the book of abstracts. It is time now to appreciate the efforts of the highest article contributing departments and to our dedicated conveners and co-conveners. We request the dignitaries to kindly do the honors. I request the HOD of the department and the coordinator to receive the certificate and the memento. Requesting the HODs of the departments and the coordinators to join us on stage. Faculty of Architecture, I request our additional HODs to join our HOD ma'am. Faculty of Architecture, Department of CSE, Faculty of Pharmacy, Faculty of Education, Faculty of Management Studies, Department of MCA, Faculty of Allied Health Sciences. I request our conveners and co-conveners to receive the certificate and memento. Dignitaries and congratulations to all the recipients. I now invite our Honorable Founder Chancellor, Dr. A.C. Shanmugam Sir, to deliver the presidential address.
Distinguished Council of Architecture Chairman, State Representative, Professor Architect Loganathan, Professor Architect Sendil, Director Professor Radhika, Dean Sweta, HOD Professor Deepika, and World Record Union Representative Alais and Vivek, and young President Arun Kumar, Ravi Kumar, and IAS, and Pro VC. Good morning, everyone. I warmly welcome all our distinguished guests and participants today. I would like to extend my welcome to Professor and Architect Abhay Vinayak Purohit, the President of the Council of Architecture, New Delhi, a distinguished architect and urban planner with over 3 decades of experience in both academia and practice. He is recognized for his significant contribution to the field of architecture in India. He is an influential leader dedicated to architectural education and committed in shape socially responsible architect. Over 30 years of academic and professional experience, his active involvement in aligning of architectural education with the national education policy and implementation of manual of architectural practice guidelines is noteworthy. Position brings pride to many, but the one who brings pride to the position is our council president. Dr. Ken Yang, Executive Director of TR AMSA and Yong, Malaysia, architect, planner, and author known for his pioneering work in ecological and sustainable design, particularly his concept of the bioclimatic skyscraper. A pioneer in the field of green architecture, emphasizing the integration of natural system. Recipient of several awards, including the Aga Khan Award for Architecture, the Malaysian Institute of Architects Award, and Singapore Institute of Architects Award, the Royal Australian Institute of Architects Award, the American Institute of Architects AIA. Landscape architect Mrs. Sudhita Van Oso, founding director of Verona Design and award-winning landscape architecture from in Malaysia. She is recognized for her expertise in landscape architecture, urban design, and sustainable development. Her work commitment to sustainability and innovative design solution is commendable. Dean, HODs, professors, staff, students, we are welcoming all. We are honored to have you all here for the MODI 2025 International Conference on Material Optimization, Design, Innovation for Sustainable Future, organized by the Faculty of Architecture. Dr. MGR Educational and Research Institute University started in the year 1993 for the past 33 years with 200 graduates and 500 postgraduates passing out from the university architecture only. Personally, we have been ranked 22nd rank in national institutional framework. We are active institutional member of Indian Institute of Architects, Indian Institute of Interior Design, Indian Society of Landscape Architects, INTEC, and Indian Green Building Council. All our faculty members are postgraduates, with many of them having doctoral degrees. Our MOUs and collaboration are with international universities like South Oral University, Russia, University of Mauritius, Sri Lanka, National Unified University of Taiwan, University of Helsinki, Poland, Virginia Tech University, USA. Our institution has been actively contributing towards sustainability, research, and education. Our alumni successfully placed globally at higher position. Our noteworthy achievement in student design competition internationally and nationally. I would like to highlight another important development aspect on the underwater buildings, beach front developments. Our country, with the coastline of 11,098 kilometers, including 3,220 kilometers of island territories and 7,870 kilometers of mainland coastline, which has not gained momentum as part of border. Urban renewal and tourism initiatives, like the way it is celebrated in Dubai and other part of Gulf National. The state government and coastline and the central government have to scenarios, initiatives, and innovative guidelines as global beach tourism hotspot for amusements and hospitality without regulatory hurdles. Why I want to mention here, our council chairman very close success with our dynamic Prime Minister Modi ji. We have a well-established Center for Sustainability, and this is the 4th International Conference on Sustainability and Green Architecture. For this conference, we received around 800 submissions from students. faculty and research scholars from our university and many other institutions across the global. The achievement has also been recognized as a world record, which we are very proud to announce. I congratulate all the authors and the faculty of architecture and wish you all a great success in the conference. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your inspiring words. May I now invite Professor Architect Abhay Vinayak Purohit, President, Council of Architecture, to address the gathering. Please, sir.
Namaskar, Vanakkam, good morning. I'm so happy to be present here with Shanmukanji coming and honoring me with having the battery of national, international architects, having also the doctors sitting here discussing about the sustainability possibly, and from the MGI University, faculty members, head of the departments, deans, also two of my sitting council members here, Loganathanji as well as Senthilji, also the heads who have worked with me. I'm really happy to be here at Chennai attending this function of inauguration of international conference, which is essentially going to deal with the sustainability as a prime factor, and whereupon the institution has taken the initiative and made a world record in terms of getting the articles on sustainability in the shortest duration of time span. My congratulations to you all. It's good to see that we are talking about a sustainability, and naturally sustainability is not only meant for the architects, it also is actually encompassing all fields of and walks of life. And here we are trying to, attempt whereupon everyone is trying to come together and sort of discuss it about it, maybe express oneself and so on and so forth, is a great thing to happen, because we all know that India is now a growing economy. We also have the highest, youngest population available in the world. And it also means that our infrastructural developments are going to be so huge in the coming 3 decades, which possibly would not have been seen up till now at all. One of the estimates says that every decade we are going to come with one equivalent infrastructural development that of a United States of America. And what it means is that we are going to require the skilled, sensible technocrats, engineers, architects, who will be capable of putting up something which would stand the test of the time. And this is going to happen at such a stage where the world has already explored the negativities of basically extravaganza of utilizing maximum material, technology, spending it. So here, our development is going to be with that kind of the expectations from the world. And that essentially means that we have to leverage ourselves, we have to come to that level expectations, whereupon whatever is going to happen here has to be very, very sensible, has to be very, very sustainable. And that is the responsibility with which this kind of development has to happen. And in that sense, if you look at one part of it as the disruptive technologies, use of the modern technologies, emerging technologies, on other side also we have to essentially talk about the sustainability. Without that, that's a buzzword. Nothing could be possible without talking about the sustainability, because the mankind has already done whatever harm has to be done. I am blunt about it, and sorry to state that, but somebody was, trying to put it across, saying that, taking a view, saying that we are there to save the Mother Earth. And when I was discussing with one of my learned professors, he said, "What are you talking about? You better worry for yourself." And I said that, "Sir, what do you mean by that?" He said, "Look here. The earth was there. Dinosaurs came. Dinosaurs went. Nothing happened. Earth would keep on doing its part. You better worry about your race, which is a human race. Your race has lot of lacunas. When the dinosaurs have vanished from the surface of earth as such, even you could vanish. And you better understand that. So if we are talking about a sustainability, all right, philosophically speaking, you can talk about protecting the Mother Earth, and that is perfectly fine, but essentially you have to talk about protecting yourselves, and you cannot tolerate that much of a temperature, you cannot tolerate that kind of a pollution, you cannot tolerate this, you cannot tolerate that, you cannot tolerate that. And if you look at your own safeguards, and you realize that if you want to be here for some time, some 20,000 years, I mean, I don't know how much time do we want for our race. 20,000 years, 30,000 years, if that is their as such, then we have to be better protecting the environment under which as such we can survive. We have to understand, earth doesn't need oxygen. We need it. Trees, many planets do not have the trees. Doesn't matter, planets are surviving, earth also would survive. Talk about yourself. And when it comes to that, it is very, very essential to look at it in the sustainability in a very, very sustained fashion. And I keep on talking about this, and I would repeat it, that, and this has happened at all our homes, maybe in India. Our grandmother, everywhere, whether it's a Tamil grandmother or Marathi grandmother or Bengali grandmother, Haryanvi grandmother, Abujan, whatever, I don't know. What they used to do was a very, very peculiar and interesting thing. Possibly it would have happened at your home also. And the old saris were collected together. It has not been thrown out. Collected together, stitched. Does it happen in Tamil Nadu? Must be happening around. It happens everywhere. Stitched together, and the grandsons and the granddaughters would be using that. Now look at that. And we call them, no, she was not educated. Or was the education necessary, or is the wisdom necessary? She was wise enough to conserve. She was wise enough to bring it back in the circulation. We talk about the circular economy. Circulation, generations together. And with that as such, what is it? It has the emotional content. Somebody's mother has been wearing that, and somebody's grandmother was wearing that, and so on and so forth. Such a nice feeling as such, stitched together, is capable of protecting me. What kind of a feeling is that? So emotionally also it was very, very satisfying. Sustainability wise, this was the best example whereupon you say that not a single piece would go waste. And she never talked about in a big way about the sustainability at all. Through her actions and deeds, she was always showing that. And this is, sustainability has to become a culture, which already is there. That needs to be sort of preserved, that needs to be understood, that needs to be revisited, to find out what is it which you are capable of doing. I know that I'm, talking about it, but then I'm a teacher, and so, and you know that, like, if you get a audience, a captive audience for that, teacher is capable of delivering whatever. So I would take a bit of a time, but this is, I consider this as a very, very relevant part of the discussion and the understanding. So when I assumed the position of a president as such, I was looking at it as to how are we capable of revitalizing and relooking at the entire system. And I realized one thing, that whereupon the education of architecture needs to be upgraded. And we said that, okay, we are going to start with our international conferences. And the first international conference last year we conducted at Vellore, VIT Vellore, which was basically about future of architecture education. Recently we had a international conference known as Transformations 25 at Mumbai. Internationally basically well received, lot of participation, and we talked about essentially the disruptive technologies and the emerging technologies and its use, which has to be adopted into maybe our main field, but along with that as such, all the other areas, which was about AI, which was about BIM, which was about digital fabrications and the techniques, and so on and so forth. And we are also coming up with a now third international conference, which will be coming basically at Chandigarh, Chitkara University. And we are going to talk about the Sustainable Development Goals and architecture. So I also appeal that whatever has happened here as such is a good precursor. I look at it in that fashion. So that we are capable of walking into distilling our sort of understanding about the sustainability, and possibly we would have the very good papers emerging out of this conference and this churning, which could be again taken up to that area. And the entire idea is that we would be capable of directly linking it with our system of implementation. That means that the findings of the conferences, which normally remain as the academic pursuits, could actually be utilized for making. And that's the opportunity which would be coming up our way, and we have to really look at it. I would end my talk today by quoting another example of my teacher. And mind you, when I say my teachers, it means that I'm talking about something like 40 years back, 45 years back, and possibly the sustainability word was not all that sort of a common word. And so now I was expecting that he's going to tell me something which is a secret. He said, don't construct. And I was wondering, I'm an architect. I'm supposed to be, going in for conceiving the buildings and constructing them and putting up there. And here is a guy, my professor, who is supposed to teach me design. He says, don't construct. In landscape, and she's going to talk about it, and we talk about very sensibly how the contouring could be made as such, and the cut and fill has to be balanced, and so on and so forth. He said that don't construct. And then he elaborated. He said that we have to understand that whatever we are going to do on the surface of earth, it is going to basically harm us in something or the other way, and that thereby we have to carry out our development in a much constrained fashion. And that is one thing which we have to understand and we have to adopt, and that is what is needed when we talk about the poverty in India and the average households which are below the poverty line. He said resources need to be conserved very properly, use it in a very proper fashion. Today, after that 40 years, we are again essentially talking about that, trying to figure out not only in the construction activity, but in all fields of the life, in all fields of work, as to how are we going to really conserve the things and how it is going to be a part of a chain. It is not a standalone thing whereupon it could be thrown out. It is something which has to come back again and again and again. A typical contribution to Indian philosophy whereupon we say that the karmas of today are going to affect my future life. I'm going to be reborn again and again, and whenever I come back as such, that is what is a burden which I'm going to carry. So if I do some good things today, possibly in my next life as such, my things are going to be proper. I think that is what is a concept of whether the rebirth is there or not, it could be a matter of discussion. But when we look at this kind of understanding, this is much deeper understanding about the system, whereupon you say that, oh, you have to come back again. So it's not behave responsibly today. Is it who is going to come back, or is it that my kids are going to be there? Is a different issue. but the skills are going to be there. And it has been said that whatever you are doing today as such is going to affect the future of mankind. Your sons and your daughters and their sons and their daughters and so on and so forth, and this would continue. The chain would continue as such, and we have to talk about looking at that responsibility as to what is going to happen after 7 generations. That responsibility we have to take today. That's my appeal to you, ladies and gentlemen, that we have to look at it from the very, very comprehensive fashion, and thereby we have to integrate the entire concept of the sustainability into our life, in our actions and our deeds. Thank you very much for having that kind of a patience to listen to me. Jai Hind, Jai Tamil Nadu.
Thank you, sir, for your inspiring and eye-opening speech. I now request the Faculty of Architecture staff, non-teaching and teaching staff to come onto the stage for a group photo. Thank you, dignitaries. Requesting all to join us for lunch. We will have a keynote session after the lunch, so I kindly request everyone to assemble back in the hall by 1:30 for the keynote sessions.